Friday at noon on Radio Phoenix. Broadcasting from the Phoenix Center for the Arts, you're DJ Jazz and Indie. When the time comes to talk, sing, and connect. KRDP, Apache Junction, Ghost Town, Phoenix, 90.7 FM in the East Valley, and online. Listen, number 2, KRDP.com. A desert celebrities. KRDP is a new community radio station serving the East Valley on 90.7 FM and the rest of the community online at our website. Listen, the number 2, KRDP.com. KRDP features a mix of jazz, blues, R&B, soul, and eclectic programming from the Valley community, Arizona, and around the world. We encourage you to financially support KRDP with a sustaining monthly donation. You can donate right now at our website by going to listen, the number 2, KRDP.com, and click on donate. Your financial support is graciously appreciated.
This poem is entitled Black Woman. She walks with the grace of a panther, black that is, with childbearing hips and full lips and kinky hand of a voluptuous derriere. See, her skin color comes in 16 shades, so that's 16 ways to identify and familiarize herself with her own kind. And the glowing mind should be the results of feasting your eyes on the way that she glides. See, inside lies her strength. So to identify her with all her it means the essence and beauty upon which she exists. See, in her heart, where the thought unfurls, and though she suffered as a child and small girl, in essence her blessings being a mother of all worlds. And I've called girls, but not called girls, but only to involve girls, to evolve girls into being queens and lovers and loving mothers with the cream of substance to rise above others. See, she gives birth to solar systems. She is polarity, distinguishing polar positions. She is the most sacred, protected possession in the museum. So when you see her, you'll think of Sojourner Truth, or Maccabi Hatshepsut, or Angela Davis, who stood for something, or Harriet Tubman, who freed slaves and helped them, or Dr. Francis Cress Welsing, the ISIS Papers, the life of a nation saturated in calamity. So why not enthrone those who are the backbone of humanity? Why? Because insanity has liquored our plight, to the point that we glorify death so much we don't respect the givers of life who deliver us light. So instead we'll pledge to oppose to us right, but I'll uphold the fight and give recognition to she who picks up the slack in black men and preserve him even when he don't deserve it. So I am of service because I am concerned with the lack of appreciation given to the mothers of our nation. So without further ado, respect, admiration, veneration, and love is overdue. It should be intended, extended, and given to none other than the Black woman.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Welcome to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Please enter our password to activate the broadcast. Here comes the Yaggah Movement Radiocast.
Yes, I appreciate that very much. Big up the radio station for I and I. Tommy do one now. Yeah man, this is Congo man, Desire Fire, new Desire Fire 100. Call me Desire Fire 100 because it's 100%, 100. Respect to Mr. Clean B and Radio Phoenix. I got respect for this man. He's a businessman and give him the love he deserves. I want all my followers, all my friends to link to Radio Phoenix.
What up, everybody? What's going on? Happy summer, man. Happy summer, everybody. Happy summer. We're back in the building. Mr. Clean, I guess I'm doing a little fire thing going on Instagram. Let me see if I can get off. But I appreciate everybody out there doing it today. Let's see if we can invite some friends and family. Most definitely see what's going on, and kind of challenging few days for most of us. Most definitely, but I appreciate we all here, we all alive, we all stay committed, and with everybody out there, we appreciate all the love and support. Most definitely. We are live right now via radio, via what you call it? KRDP. Most definitely you can see KRDP. I'm not sure if y'all can see KRDP on my side right now, but I got KRDP right now. Okay, make sure that the camera is all shining and light. KRDP, yes, indeed, 90.7. Listen live and direct. Oh yeah, you can see it. Yes. You can see it over there. Most definitely. So, I appreciate everyone out there for joining me today. It's quite of of a different Saturday. Like I said, I appreciate that we all stay committed. We are alive. We all here. You know what I'm saying? Thank God for that. Most definitely. But I know last Saturday we did a show. A great show. Most definitely for those out there who post up some comments. I do appreciate all the support. And while we had the show, there were a shooting that was happening in Buffalo, New York. A lot of mass shootings going on right now, which I would like to elaborate on that. Most definitely. And you can call 602-633-2662 if you have any comments, if anything that you'd like to say, anything positive, or anything that you want to disagree upon. Because I know we are living in a society where, you can agree to disagree. So, at the same time, we have to be respectful, mindful about folks out there that we don't step out, our foot on, you know what I'm saying? So, and all respect to those out there, whether you are a Democrat, a Republican, whatever you stand for in life, whatever your position is in life, was definitely, I just hope that, we all can, have a common sense, moving forward in life, especially when, it's involving children, and, I just want to make sure that, as adults, we don't, repeat history, because right now we all, worry about kids, shooting parents left and right, which I'm going to talk about that later on, because I'm not sure what's going on with the parents thing going on. There's a kid that shot his dad because his dad told him to get his ass back to sleep. I don't know, but let's start this, y'all. Let's start this. This is the Yaggah Radiocast. Appreciate everybody out there joining us today. Yes, indeed. I gotta change this up. Oh, yes, indeed. Oh, I'm live right now. Welcome back to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, Mr. Clean B. Yes, indeed. You're just live, getting raw, sweet release. Yes, indeed. And I would like to give a big shout out to Buffalo, New York, most definitely. For everyone out there, in Buffalo, New York, most definitely, for all the tragedy that happened last Saturday while we were conducting our show, which I would like to talk about it and pay homage and, just pay my respect to those out there who, all the life lost, and most definitely just to bring awareness to what's really going on in our society and, bring some common sense, And also, I would like to elaborate on, educate our children the right way, because I heard about the news about a kid who shot his dad because his dad told him to put his behind to bed because it was curfew. I don't know. But anyway, we are going to put some more music, y'all. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. You know how we do. Let's get on, baby. Yaggah, woohoo! Yes, indeed. But you already know, man. Anyway, so this is something that I want to talk about because I know there was some news, there was some folks who were actually like talking about how we need to uphold our Second Amendment. We need to be able to like defend ourselves. It's so fascinating, but also it's a concern because I always have every year I always have a show about either mass shootings or gun rights or some type of tragedy that we don't need to live through. You know what I'm saying? So me saying that, I just want to bring awareness to all of us out there, especially going to our following segment, and talking about relationship trust later on, which I'm going to elaborate on that. I know some of y'all are like, it's a summer, saying what can I do for the summer, you know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of things you can do for the summer, especially if you are seeking for love, you know what I'm saying? But I would stay away from dating apps or dating sites. I'm just saying, that's just my opinion, you know what I'm saying? So live right now, KRDP, yes, indeed, 90.7. And also you can go online, listen to KRDP.com was definitely, you already know how we do. You know what I'm saying? Simulcasting, Radio Andy and Radio Phoenix Jazz, most definitely. So I'm just excited right now because, a lot of things have been going on. I know there's a show going on. There's a show coming up next week. I believe Blueface is coming up next week or something like that. I don't know, but if you have any show that you need to post up, anything that you want Mr. Clean Beat to advertise or to broadcast for you, you can put it up right there. You can actually pull up some notes. Say, hey man, I'm having a birthday party, or I'm having a baby shower, or I'm getting married in 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Post up whatever it is. I'm ready for the word to be broadcasted most definitely, and you know how we do. But I appreciate everybody out there showing love and support, man, who are coming through. You know what I'm saying? Dedicated their time, their sweet time a little bit to come and say what's up to Mr. Clean, because I know it's Saturday, it's hot. You know what I'm saying? Please do me a favor. You know what I'm saying? Just drink some water, whatever y'all do. Just drink some water, man, because you know what I'm saying? I know some of y'all are so stubborn out there, and y'all will not even listen to nothing. So, you know what I'm saying? You'll be, oh my God, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to be doing this, I won't be doing that. But anyway, I'll be right back because, we're going to play some more music for y'all, most definitely. So, I'm going to make sure I'll do some little flavor right here, most definitely. So, y'all enjoy the music right there. Y'all enjoy the music. Yeah. Oh. I'll be right back. Woo.
Where I begin to enter trends, I play with the record spins, I play with the record spins, I play with the record spins. Yeah, fiction is not a fiction, I think what competence is going to get in my thoughts with a pen and I go ahead and I go back to a couple of my languages for the love of rap, it's probable and an analyst. From $4 to make a lot of sense, which one is costing you if your work is such an expense? Yeah, 16 to 7 nights and 7 days, I accomplish every moment and all the effort is independent of your possibility. You're generally hustling. Plus from every peak of my energy, let's see what happens. As soon as you give me confirmation, I know that's something like magic when it happens. Tragic, I make it status, my students be action more centric, cause I stand out from the zero geographic.
Acting like the magic always happens to you,
Watch Millions of tons in the swamp, vigilantly curing my statue, getting five to the source. I usually keep a 72360, but sometimes I gotta turn it down to about 250. It's complex, sucker. Yeah, that's why you need to know I've been guaranteeing me trying, cause I suck at being smart. Yeah, I'm falling every ounce of my breath, and my very soul watch the crowd track me and they fall under my control. Yeah, I hope not. I'm trying to follow into a son. I'll be honest, you know, I'm on the side of the line. Pick a lick, get the sun mistaken with breathtaking. That's like time supply. That was chalking occupation. My money, I can't take it. I don't feel like this is a tenant. They sleeping, they need a blanket on. Kids want to cover their cup for a couch. Let's roll down the stage after the geographic.
Oh yeah. Governor, we back right now. Back in the building. Back in the building. I don't know where I'm going right now. We're back in the building right now, okay? Let me start playing all the little singing, sagging, and all that good stuff. But anyway, you know, I just wanted to, you know, keep it a little bit serious right here. I hope you guys enjoy the music. Please go and support all the artists that we are broadcasting live right now. We are playing live to all the artists out there. Big up to all the musicians out there via Phoenix, abroad, anywhere around the world. Most definitely appreciate all the love and support right now. Let me just stop playing with all that because right now, you know what I'm saying, we are, you know, broadcasting right now. We are doing this. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure that let me stop the fire. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But anyway, you know, I just want to kind of I'm not even gonna say cut up, but I want to take this a little seriously. You know, when it comes to, you know, mass shootings, gun violence, you know, when it comes to rights and, you know, racism and all that. You know, I know a lot of folks out there are probably wondering, you know, if there will be any type of justice going on, or if there's anything that, this man, this 18-year-old, will be able to pay for, which I hope that he'd be able to pay for his his mistakes and everything. But like I said again, you know, it's all about pretty much. Oh, it's working! Hey! All right. We are good right now. Okay, we are good right now. So close, no, yes, and close, yes. And we're gonna do this right now. We're gonna do this. Okay, we are live right now. We are recording right now, most definitely, man. So again, you know, it's pretty much you know, all these things that are going on. You know, earlier I just mentioned about this, you know, 18-year-old, which I'm going to talk about it because I want to talk about, you know, respect and, you know, also appreciation, most definitely, because, you know, also just to bring awareness, because I know it's 2022 moving forward. You know, a lot of our kids, you know what I'm saying, are, you know, I'm not listening to their father, you know, to their parents. I'm not even gonna say father or mom, but their parents per se, all in adults. And yeah, I just as I said, I just read this news, which I will talk about that later. You know, but it was, first, you know, I was laughing about it, you know, but then again, I was just thinking to myself, what if my mom and my dad would tell me to, you know, go to bed, get some rest or anything like that, you know, that would be pretty crazy, you know, that would be, that would be crazy for me to stand up to my father or my mom and defy them because, you know, yeah, I found the article, so, you know, but I just wanted to, you know, elaborate on this one because, It's like I said, it's for all the news media that are going on right now, all the news outlets that are talking about this issue as if it's a mental issue. It's quite sad, because he always comes up you know uh to someone that looks different, I guess, to have some type of sympathy. And every action has a reaction. So I God bless the families out there who lost their loved ones during this mass shooting. And I just want to bring awareness to that because it's something that we don't seem to you know uh, bring attention to, because it's like, oh, okay, you know what, you know it is what it is. It just happened for one individual. So that's not just me, that's just one person. It's like it seems like in life, until it affects us, we don't really care. You know what I'm saying? We don't really care. And that right there is a concern. That should be a concern for most of us out there. You know what I'm saying? So, but I would like to talk about that. Was definitely the Buffalo, New York mass shooting at the top free in the market, which is actually African American, which actually caters to the African American community. But um, if you want to bring some type of imbecile, excuse my French, who literally just travel couple hundred, couple miles to get to that destination to actually do some type of murderous acts, on a live stream, I believe on the Amazon live stream. And this is what we're all going to focus on, because all these hypocrisy things that, it's okay for someone to do this, but we cannot find the video. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. But let's do this. Yeah. All right. Here we go. Oh, Mr. Clean B on the microphone. And I said, what's up? And you know what to do. Hey, 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 hey. All right, all right. Yaga, yaga, all day, every day. And 1, 2, 1, 2. I'm not a rapper. I want to say hello, yaga, yaga, to my people from the north to the south and to the east to the west. Yaga, yaga, all day, every day. Oh, ooh, ee, ooh. Merci beaucoup, merci beaucoup. Hey, muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. I'm going to stop right now because, I'm a little bit trilingual today. I'm feeling trilingual today right now. How we do this in English. But you know what? I want to give a big shout out, man, to Native Health. Yes, indeed. Now, programming on KRDP is supported by Native Health, located at 4041 North Central Avenue, Building C, near the southeast corner of Central Avenue and Indian School Road in Phoenix. Native Health provides primary, medical, dental, behavioral health, WICS, and wellness services for the urban Native American community. For more information is available at 602-279-5262 or online at nativehealth.org. Big shout out to Native Health for supporting the Yaggah Movement Radiocast and KRDP live and direct via 90.7 FM in East Valley, y'all. Now, I know I was gonna big shout out to all the artists that we just played earlier. Big shout out to earlier Kevin Ross, Sweet Release, and then we played some Burna Boy featuring Wizkid, Ballon d'Or, Jane Amy, Zeno Gio, Boom Bap, and Mojave Kotu. Kofela was better. We got some MZ Mene, we got some Captain Black, some Neil featuring Jeremiah. We got some some Cali Hoochie. We got some more track coming up for y'all, for your ear. So please, you can tune in to listen to KRTP.com for all the music in your ear, all the flavors in your ear, most definitely, y'all. Now, I was going to kind of load the bottom a little bit because I know today, was the funeral of some of the victims, that we lost last Saturday at this crazy massacre in Buffalo, New York. And before I even say anything, I would like to shut down the music for a minute and gonna give a moment of silence for all the victims that we lost in this ignorance, murderous act that just happened in Buffalo, New York. Really thank you everybody for the silence and the respectability that we should share to those who are not with us today. And and I know last Saturday when I was doing my show, I know I was just you know hearing this news about this mass shooting accident that was happening, in Buffalo, New York. And I want to give a big shout out to all my Buffalo families out there. So actually, I want to give a big shout out to Lady T. Indeed, please go and support. Don't Disturb this group every Sunday, most definitely 4 p.m. and also Thursday 5 p.m. most definitely. So go and show support. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna show some Buffalo love out here, most definitely, man, because that's how we do via the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. And when I was doing the show last week, I actually was not preparing myself to be talking about another mass murders, issue or another gun rights that folks are so, caught up on. I know last week I was just elaborating on certain issues, certain rights, and I know that with all the elections going on right now, please, do me a favor. I don't care if you vote for a Republican or Democrat, but do me a favor, just vote for common sense. Vote for what is right, not just for you, but for what's around. Because what is around may also affect you, may affect your wallet, may affect the way you live. So, for those out there who feels the need of saying that they don't feel like voting or their vote do not count, let's forget that ignorance away and be able to focus on the real issues, such as critical race theory, book burning, Roe v. Wade, voting restrictions, we jobs restrictions, the justice system that we need to be able to, look up on. So please do me a favor and vote for someone that can represent the people the right way. And I mean, for saying that, I was just listening to all the news media outlet that was happening concerning this mass shooting that happened at the Top Friendly Market located in Buffalo, New York. I really don't want to mention this young man's name because I'm pretty sure he's very popular in the Amazon stream because that's where he act up on this, idiocy, trying to stream his little ignorance and killing people up because he felt some type of way. All the protections, that was going by and pretty much justifiable toward this young man because either or he has some type of mental issue. And I realized that last week I was just talking about mental issues. I was talking about mental awareness. I was actually bringing awareness to a lot of us out there who probably don't see the sign of somebody who is going through some type of mental challenges. And my advice to everyone last time was to not just to give up on someone who's going through some type of trauma, some type of dilemma, but also to be able to reach out, reach out for some assistance. I mean, I know not everybody's rich, not everybody has any type of monetary, or not everybody has the strength to be able to take care of somebody. But as long as you can be able to contribute or find some type of resources to be able to help those out there in need, that will be able to save a life. Right now we are going through a lot of young folks out there committing suicide to a highest rate. And and also we are seeing, a lot of young men and young women out there who are act up on, you know, they, idiocy when it comes to, taking people's lives or not understanding the significance of, of nature. And this act that just happened in Buffalo, New York at the market, which actually, by the way, for those out there who pretty much don't realize that the top friendly market, it caters to the African American community, around the area. But somehow we have this young man, I believe his name is Peyton. I'm not even trying to say his last name because if I say his last name, then then y'all might make him famous out here to Yaggah Movement Radiocast. But this young man somehow, have the audacity to, not only purchase a gun because he's 18, of course, purchase a gun, and going on a tirade on his streaming platform about how he hates other folks, he hates minorities, he hates different race, different culture, and all this ignorance that comes out of his mouth that is being broadcasted on some platform that allows that to be broadcasted for the whole world to see, and gets the gun at the age of 18. Because it's funny, we can restrict a 18-year-old from not buying a cigarette, which I condone for any young man to do that. Or we can condone an 18 or restrict an 18-year-old to purchase alcohol. But it's okay for an 18-year-old, actually maybe 17.5, 17 and a half, 18 years old, 19, not even 21, to purchase a weapon. I mean, you're gonna say, oh, it's a shotgun, it's a hunting, it's a weapon. It's a weapon that kills. Whether it kills animal or object, whatever it is, it kills. But it is fascinating how we are living in a society where it's all right for children to be able to obtain weapon. It's okay for children to have children while they're still children. But when it comes to anything else like alcohol, cigarettes, legalize of any dispensary or anything like this. Not to say that I'm for it. Not to say that I want children to start drinking, or I'm not saying that. But what I'm trying to say is the common sense is we are restricting kids from not having access to certain dangerous things, but we can have them to have a gun because they're going to go and hunt a chicken somewhere in the desert, or they're going to go hunt human beings, or they're going to protect and serve because they feel like protecting and serving people. I just thought that, we are paying out, our tax money is going to those who are protecting and serving us, right? Every day is 24/7, right? But look at this young man who literally, the news calls it a mental illness. I remember when the deceased sniper Muhammad, which was an African American who also died on death row, went around DC, started shooting everybody, black, white, anybody, Asian, American, I should say, got the death penalty. His son is in life. But every other mass shootings that has been happening, and do y'all realize it has been what? It's not even like 7 months already. There has been over 150 mass shootings in the United States. And 70% of them comes from children. And for those out there who wants to use that excuse of, oh, well, this young man had a mental challenge, when does a mental ill person goes on some type of streaming platform or broadcast his ignorance for the whole world to see and thinks that it is okay for everyone to accept his ignorance and act upon that, right? I mean, when is that okay? I mean, I mean, we can vilify our young black boys and young black girls, especially we can vilify certain black cities like in Chicago or in LA because we want to, bring that black on black crime. Oh yes, these black folks are killing each other, so this is coming. This is coming. This is what's going on. But we don't talk about how we have a young 18-year-old man. Pretty much, I believe legally, he knows what he did. And he will go to jail for the rest of his life. That is no question asked on that. Ken Leary can just go ahead and act up on it, feeling pretty relaxed while he was on trial. Because I was looking at the trial, this little pre-trial and all that stuff. I believe next month will be the trial and everything like this, June 9th or in 2 or 3 weeks. I'll get the right dates. Very relaxed. We got other platforms out there who are who are justifying his action to mention that, well, the black community kill each other. So it is, normal for him to act up on it because he felt sick about what was going on and use Democrats, use some type of politics and everything that we are just, who don't have anything to do with human life. I mean, some people can be ignorant in their own house. You can keep your ignorance in your own crib. No one needs to hear about it or see about it or witness, what you feel, how you feel about, about the whole world. But when you come out in public, there has to be some type of respectability. That's why we have laws and regulations. That's why we have common sense, and we have people to make sure that we don't allow certain folks to have access to certain objects, dangerous objects. I mean, there were a 15-year-old kid who brought a fake gun in school 3 months ago before the school ended. Got charged as a felony, which is kind of awkward. And also another kid who was arrested for stealing a bubble gum. Arrested for stealing a bubble gum. But oh no. And this, I mean, if y'all want to bring racism into this, yes, this was a racist act. This was a domestic terrorist act. For those out there want to talk about, oh no, mental illness, this was just a disturbed young man. You know what? This shame on you for even bringing that out of your mouth. Shame on you. Because I'm pretty sure when 9/11 happened, no one didn't say anything about some disturbed, religious person that went to blow up the building, or the man that blew up that children's hospital in the Oklahoma bombing a couple of years ago, or the City Hook shooting. I mean, there's always excuses for those out there who, I guess, who do not look like me. Because I'm pretty sure if that was me acting up on this, if that was me opening up my mouth about anything and throwing somebody out in the public sector, I bet you there will be like 12 squad cars for me right there, calling me a terrorist. Because, oh no, this man must be a threat. His mouth is troublesome. We need to rectify his word in here. But this young man traveled over 200 miles away to a supermarket because he felt that this was where the weakness was. And that's a cowardly move right there. That's a coward move right there. For anyone who feels the need to grab a gun and go and shoot somebody and think that you are some type of Rambo, you're a coward, man. You're a coward. Straight up, you are a coward. Because if you cannot face your own dilemma, if you cannot face your own challenges, and you want to bring your own pain up on other people because you feel that it is reasonable for you to do so, then shame on you. For those out there who feels that was justifiable for him to do that, for killing innocent folks, 13 people dying. Today was a funeral.
But no one seems to care because it's the African American community. So this is something that's just going on between us. Or it just happens every day in their neighborhood until it affects your neighborhood, until it affects your wallets, or it affects your child. Just like opium, right? I mean, we can go on and on and on, all these things that we can talk about. But where are laws to bring common sense to things like this? I mean, when is it okay for an 18-year-old to obtain a gun? Let alone in public, but carrying it from county to county, from cities to city. I believe I asked, I got my information, and I was just asking, did it come from a different state? Because if you came from a different state, that's terrorism, man. State terrorism or not, that was a domestic terrorism act right there. And we should have laws about domestic terrorist act. And I don't know why it is so hard for those that we elect in the position of power to be able to make laws that make sense, to protect the innocent out there, to allow those who are serving us and protecting us to do their job. I mean, is it so hard for folks to make laws to save a life, to take guns off the streets? I mean, we are one of the nations with a whole lot of guns. I mean, I know everyone's going to talk about the Ukraine war and other wars around the world, yes, but somehow the United States is one of the most gun ownership in the world, more than Russia, more than China. I mean, folks are carrying the guns in stores in the name of fear, while there's a top-class security right there when I'm walking inside the store. I mean, for those out there who wants to justify this young man's act by saying that he was mentally challenged, then when was the help? When was the parents? When they were pretty much, when they realized that the son had some issues. I mean, where was the help? That could have happened a long time ago when the school found out that he had some mental problem. Or who sold him the gun? Who sold him the gun? Whether it was in the store, on the street, but who sold him the gun? Because this is where we need to have not just background check, but some type of neurology check. Like we need to check people's minds, psyche, whatever mindset that they're at right there. Because I don't believe everyone should carry a gun. I don't believe that. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know you cannot bring a knife to a gunfight, but I don't believe that everyone should carry a gun. Because to me, it's like you're gonna give a gun to someone that gets angry and don't know how to control their emotions, and the first thing they're gonna do is just go, look at this artillery and start, hurting somebody because they'll feel hurt on the inside, so they're gonna hurt somebody physically, and realize at the end, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know that the bullet was gonna penetrate your flesh. That was an 18-year-old that did this, man. Racism, yes. But when is the common sense when it comes to protecting our own children? Or when is the common sense when, for those out there who are talking about critical race theory, or reading books about teaching kids common sense so they won't be doing things like this. But I'm sorry, I'm not running for office, but this is bullshit too. But I hope there will be some justice coming up to this. And I just hope most of all that to the ballot, everyone can be able to write something on the ballot about protecting our humanity when it comes to gun rights. I'm not saying take your guns away. All I'm saying is not everyone should have a gun. And we should have some type of psyche check, something for folks to be, to be able to either obtain a gun or not obtain a gun, because not everyone should have a gun. Not an 18-year-old, not a 19-year-old, not a 20-year-old, not someone who's mentally unstable. I'm just saying, man, save a life, yo. Save a life. Let's listen to more music. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Yaggah. All right, all right. Okay, you know what? I got this thing, man. I appreciate everybody out there joining me today, man. Most definitely, man. So you know, I can use racism, I can use all bunch of stuff going on, you know what I'm saying? But I believe that, like I said, if it's okay for for a kid to have a gun, then how come kids cannot have alcohol? How come we will restrain children, 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-old, to have to smoke cigarettes or to even drink? Not to say it is okay for a child to do that. We don't, because I don't promote that at all. I don't promote that at all, straight up. You know what I mean? But all I'm saying is, how come it's okay for for all these young men who loves to party? We know all these 18, 19, 20-year-old, they love to party, but they cannot have no cigarettes or no alcohol, but they can have a gun to shoot somebody. Appreciate. Thank you. Big shout out to Anissa Wood. Thank you so much. Blessings. Thank you so much. Blessings. Thank you for joining me today. Yes, indeed. Happy summer. Is this summer? Happy summer early or happy Memorial weekend? Just make sure that I gave all my blessings out there. But thank you very much. Thank you very much for all your love and support. But all I'm saying is this, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you are going to make certain things right, you know what I'm saying? For those out there who are running for office, for those out there who talk about we care about life, we are pro-life, we care about our freedom. You know what I'm saying? Like, freedom have limits. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, freedom is good, but freedom also have limits. And I'm not going to say that anyone should not have their freedom being protected, because having your gun is your right to be protected, most definitely. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying? If I know I'm crazy, why the heck would I get a gun, man? Like, why would I get a gun? Like, if I know this person is crazy and I know they're crazy, why would I, have them to purchase a gun? Like, things like this should be implemented into laws. I'm not saying, like I said again, I know some people might say, "Oh my God, you know what? You trying to take every gun's right away from everybody." I'm not saying this, man. All I'm saying is, look, man. You know what I'm saying? If you old enough, if you can control your common sense, your physics, your emotion, you know what I'm saying? You talk about hunting, you can have a gun. At the same time, we are talking about a radical, ignorant young man. Excuse my French, but a radical, ignorant young man who felt the need to travel 100 miles to a African American neighborhood to prove his point, to bring fear to a community, because that's what it was about. But at the end of the day, he got caught pretty nice, and of course, he knew the charges and everything. Silently just went in and calmly just went to his cell and on the dog watch and everything like this. But to me, it's like, okay, so he's still alive. What about the 13 family, the 13 victims that their families are grieving right now, and they're all going to be grieving in the long run? We need to have laws to be able to protect lives out there, man. We need to have laws to make sure that if a child cannot have no alcohol, cannot be able to party with no beverage, then we need to have a law to make sure that children until the age of 21 or 25, or if you're stable, to be able to control or obtain a gun, because that's what it's about. That's what this is about. And not only that, I found a report. Yes, indeed, I found a report of the young man that pretty much
shot his dad, which I'm gonna talk about that in a few minutes. You know, after I read my my little commercials right here. But it's just so it's a concern to me because I know there are good parents out there. There are good moral adults out there who are teaching kids how to conduct themselves in a high standard. Most definitely, so I'm not even going to mention that. Hold on, I think someone's at the door real quick. I'm sorry, Lady. Oh, Lady's in the building.
I wanted to chime in on the combo.
You want to add some little extra stuff on
I mean, it's my hometown.
well, you know what? We got Lady in the building, you know what I'm saying? She is in the building, Buffalo, New York. Shout out to Buffalo, you know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna keep it lovely like this, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, hold on, let me make sure y'all can see, who is in the building with me. Lady, I'm sorry, but my people gotta see who you are, you know what I'm saying? Because we are talking about Buffalo, New York. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna ask you some few questions about, your take on that, because I know this has to be a very, very, a very hard, situation right now. I know you got some.
No, I'm just, no, sorry.
I thought I something. Oh, y'all cannot see her. You cannot see her. Okay. KRDP, don't disturb this groove. Yes. Don't disturb this groove. See, I sound like a 1987 type of guy, huh? Don't disturb this groove. Okay, let me start. Okay, you already know how we do. Mr. Clean Beat, live and direct. Yes, indeed. Yeah, we are here right now. So we are going to take a moment right now to get this mic. Right here.
Like a little bit of
I cannot wait for the mic stand for real. I cannot wait for that mic stand for real.
that one.
Oh my God. I cannot wait for that. All right. Yes. Yaga. Mr. Clean B. Y'all already know how we do, man. Because y'all already know how we do. Yes, Andy, we'll just play some MC Minute. I Can't Kill Myself, Captain Black. If the best, and you're hearing live right now, Neo featuring Jeremiah. You the love. Yes, indeed. Y'all know how we do, Mr. Clean B. I got Lady T in the building. You know what I'm saying? Yes, indeed, came to join, the crowd right now. You know what I'm saying? You know what we do. KRDP live and direct. Yes, and you already know you can listen to us too. Listen to KRDP.com. And I'm gonna give a big shout out real quick to Gibson on programming on KRDP is supported by Gibson on 12 Steps Book and gift store since 1977, located on the southeast corner of Scottsdale and Shea. Open Monday through Saturday. For more information, you can call at 602-277-5256. It's also on Facebook. Gifts Unknown. Yes, indeed. Oh man, Lady T, man. Welcome to the Yaggah Movement Radiocast, man. Yes, indeed. You already know, man. It's kind of crazy, man. I was actually talking about the Buffalo shooting, the mass shooting that just happened, and I have to say this punk because that's what a coward punk, if I can say this loud and clear.
A horrific person.
Horrific person. But what the thing that really set me off about talking about that is the fact that as we are living this tragedy out, as folks are losing their loved ones, we are listen to ignorant folks out there like some type of medias who are protecting this man as a mentally ill person.
No. Like I've been saying all weekend, if you haven't heard, I'm Lady T. I'm from Buffalo, York. This tragedy has impacted me in a different way.
I know.
It's my foundation's home, and unfortunately, some of those lives that were lost, some of those that were injured, were family members or friends and family of mine.
Yep.
The young man named is Zaire. He's one of the ones that survived. But I know his stepmother. I went to school with her.
Wow. That's too close. That's too close.
Another gentleman by the name of Deacon Hayward Patterson was a client of my brother, because my brother's a barber in Buffalo now on his stuff.
Wow.
Yeah. And
Wow. That's too close. You know? That's deep. That's deep.
Mr. Aaron Salter, I went to high school with one of his cousins. Wow. So it's just Buffalo is, even though Buffalo is the second largest city outside of New York City,
Right.
it's still a small community. And if it hit one person, it hit us all.
Yeah, I mean, because you know, and what's crazy is, you know, I was actually doing a show here, and we were leaving, you know, that, you know, while the tragedy was happening, was it a whole lot of folks were talking about, you know, like this, you know, this domestic terrorists are just happy. Because to me, I call this a domestic terrorist. I mean, people want to say it was a white supremacy, you know, type of act. You know, to me, I was like, it's a terrorism because you cannot travel, you know, miles away.
3 hours.
3 hours.
200 miles.
200 miles. 3 hours.
Yeah.
You know, just to commit a crime on some type of live stream platform. What is up with those live stream platforms who are allowing all those contents to be broadcasting for the whole world to see? Like, this man just pretty much broadcasted a murderous act, a terrorist act. And
not only that, the platform, but what about the people watching? From the moment you saw him talking crazy and reckless, that should have been your duty to report that.
911. I just don't know.
They could have reported to Twitch. They could have been like, he's about to commit a heinous crime.
But you know what I've heard is the videos have been deleted everywhere. No one cannot find the videos.
Yeah, no.
And it's going crazy. But I bet you if it was some, if it was a, you know, some type of black on black crime or anything like this, it will be broadcasted for the whole world to see. But this thing right there, what really bothers me is the fact that, again, it's domestic terrorism. Yeah. But how come it's fascinating? How come, you know, we allow 18-year-old, 19-year-old, 20-year-olds to obtain a weapon, but they cannot buy cigarettes or beverages? Not to say that it's okay for any children to do that. No, no, no. I believe the children of the future, but how come it's okay for this young man to do that? I mean, do you think it's a privilege thing? Do you think it's, I mean, I don't know, man. It's concerning. It's concerning. You know what I'm saying? Like that thing right here, because.
And he comes from like a rural area. Oh. And so it's common in rural areas like that for young people to get guns because they go hunting. And I'm not condoning or excusing him at all. He gets no excuse in my book. But I know it's common for like young people that come from rural or country town. They get weapons. They get rifles for Christmas.
Oh wow.
They get handguns for Christmas.
Oh wow.
They go to target practice with daddy and granddad.
Oh Jesus.
So that's common.
Oh my God. You know
unfortunately.
Unfortunately. You know what? I don't know what hunting have I done in my life, but I'm cool with what I have. You know what I'm saying? I go to the grocery store and that's where I hunt for food. You know what I'm saying? Some real food or some hot food, you know, from later on. But this thing right here was a domestic terrorism act, and I don't care what people are saying, and that's why I stand by most definitely.
We're not gonna pull the mental illness card.
Oh no, no,
because
oh no.
Like Pastor Christian said, he's pastor out of Buffalo. Like when he was talking to CNN last week, like he said, that man consciously, I'm not calling him a teenager, man. That because anytime, I'll tell the difference because anytime a white teenager does something, there's a white. Yeah. But if an 18-year-old black male teen did that, is a black man. So this white man committed a heinous act, and he consciously loaded his gun, wrote on his gun some disparaging messages on top of that, got in his car, and he drove all the way to Buffalo. I've been to like not maybe Conklin itself, but I've been in surrounding areas around there. That's a ride. That's a drive.
That's a drive. That's a damn drive. But anyway, we are going to come back because, you know, we're going to bring that up to your attention. We're going to follow up the case, follow up all the things, also bring real common sense to this because you already know. She's in the building. Don't disturb this group every Sunday, 4 p.m. and Thursday, 5 p.m. You already know. KRDP. Yes, indeed. Yaggah. We'll be back. We're going to make some more music for y'all. Yaggah, y'all. Woo! Oh, that was nice. That was nice. That was nice. That was nice.
Yeah, so I'm still mad. I'm mad. No. I went to like different states.
Hello
Like
to everyone out there. It's your girl, Lady
Yeah.
T. Love all things R&B. I want you to
change that.
join me every Sunday at 4
Yeah,
p.m.
I got
for
you.
Don't Disturb
Wait,
Your
wait,
Sleep, where I play all the R&B, everything in between.
Hey, I want to say what's up.
Old school, everything you love.
Hey, hold on.
Here on
I want to say what's up. I want to say what's
Radio
up, everybody. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you for the heart. Thank you for the heart. You guys are wonderful. Yes, man. Most definitely, man. Yes, indeed. So, yeah, there's a key to understand.
You're tuned to KRDB Jazz and Indie. And when it comes to join, sing, connect.
Also, grateful women.
KRDB, Apache Junction, Goldfield Ghost Town, Phoenix, 90.7 FM in the East Valley, and online and listen. And number 2, KRDB.com. A desert sound.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Anyway,
KRDP is a new community radio station serving the East Valley on 90.7 FM.
you already know, man. Where are we? We on fire.
Number 2,
Fire, fire, fire. Thank you for all the love and support. Thank you for the
program from the Valley community, Arizona, and around the world. We encourage you to financially support KRDP with a steady monthly donation. You can donate right now at our website.
I'm on fire. Yes, indeed. Come on, commercial real quick.
Appreciate it.
All right. Commercial, y'all. Commercial.
Grace of a panther, black that is, with childbearing hips and full lips and kinky hand of voluptuous derriere. See, your skin color comes in 16 shades, so that's 16 ways to identify and familiarize herself with her own kind. The blown mind should be the results of feasting your eyes on the way that she glides. See, inside lies her strength. So to identify her diminish the essence and beauty upon which she exists. See, in her heart, where the thought unfurls, and though she suffered as a child, a small girl, in essence, her blessings being a mother of all worlds, and I've called girls, but not called girls, but only to involve girls, to evolve girls, into being queens and lovers and loving mothers with the cream of substance that rise above others. See, she gives birth to solar systems. She is polarity, distinguishing polar positions. She is the most sacred, protected possession in the museum. So when you see her, you'll think of Sojourner Truth, or Maccabi Hatshepsut, or Angela Davis, who stood for something, or Harriet Tubman, who freed slaves and helped them, or Dr. Francis Cress, the ISIS papers, the life of a nation saturated in calamity. So why not enthrone those who are the backbone of humanity? Why? Because insanity has liquored our plight to the point that we glorify death so much we don't respect the givers of life who deliver us light. So instead, we don't pledge to oppose to us right, but I'll uphold the fight and give recognition to she who picks up the slack in black men and preserve him even when he don't deserve it. So I am of service because I am concerned with the lack of appreciation given to the mothers of our nation. So without further ado, respect, admiration, veneration, and love is overdue. It should be intended, extended, and given to none other than
Welcome to Yaggah.
Oh!
This is Diva D here at RadioPhoenix.org. Coming to you here in Phoenix, Arizona. We waiting for our sunshine to come back because it is cold here. And also, I'd like to let my listening audience know this is a very holy season. It's called Yaggah. I know you never heard that, but honey, you heard it on the Yaggah movement here with my brother, Fine as Fox. Yes.
Oh, no, I cannot do that. I cannot do that for copywriting. I cannot do that. You already know, you know what I'm saying? Because if I do that right now, you know what I'm saying, we are going to get striked by somebody over there. So, but anyway, we are going to continue with our, topic, with the Buffalo mass shooting that just happened. And before I even go further, I'm going to read, all the brothers and sisters that we lost along the way. Most definitely, we're gonna read their names, pay respect, pay homage, most definitely. And also, I know Lady T got some information and she would like to ask some stuff, most definitely. So I want you to pay attention. If you have anything to say, or if you have something to say nice, and I appreciate it. Hi everybody, great job. Super excited to hear a new FM radio station in Valley. Yes, yes, thank you very much. Hey, thank you very much. You already know how we do. Thank you, thank you. We are coming up. We are coming up. We are excited right now. Okay, let me get off the fire. Right? I'm gonna get off the fire. I'm gonna get off the fire. I don't want to get the fire going on. Right. So anyway, let me see if I can get some stuff going on here. Okay, is this okay? Is that okay right there? Okay, I want to make it shiny for the second half. A little shining stone right there. I'm talking about. Yes, indeed. But anyway, we have to kind of bring the spark into this. So thank you all for joining us today. Giving us the opportunity to make it happen for y'all, to give y'all the opportunity to share our opinions. They're all opinions. You know what I'm saying? We bring the facts to it, but we bring our opinions just to bring some common sense in, also to either agree or disagree with what's going on right now. So, but anyway, I know some people were asking me about relationship. Again, I don't know what the heck. You know, I really know. I don't know. You want me to talk about how to get connected. This summer. You know what I'm saying? How to get how to get connected this summer or something like this. I don't know because six. Oh gosh, there's a dating trend for anyone who's sick of being single. Wow. Okay. I don't know who makes all these trends, y'all. Who makes all this stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but to me, I am my own trend. You know what I'm saying? I got my own technique. You know what I'm saying? And fellas, a woman is always right. Even though she's wrong, she's always right. Okay, I'm saying. I gotta see. I gotta see. I love you, mom. I love you. Yes, I love you, mom. Anyway, hey man, I was talking. Someone mentioned to me about uh dating apps and stuff like this.
Don't do it. Oh.
I do not trust that view. Man, those are.
I'm cool.
I think they're bad. You know what I'm saying? I think they're bad.
I'll say this. If you're serious about that, if you want to get on dating app and you want to make a meaningful connection from what I've been told and what I've learned from different people, the ones that you invest in, you get a little better outcome. The free ones, no.
I don't even trust those. I don't even trust. I'm sorry. Dating apps. I cannot trust them. I'm sorry. I think that's what Facebook. No, I've never been on one because everyone I've met, you're always on my view, okay? Whether it's social media, I know MySpace and Facebook. When Facebook was, MySpace.
I know. Why you bring it up? I'm like,
that was years ago. For the children who don't understand MySpace, it's come about
2005, 2006 era, 04 era.
So.
What? No, it's
2007,
go back to Black Planet.
2009.
You remember Black Planet?
Yes, I remember Black Planet.
The Black Planet can get a lot of people in trouble.
I ain't gonna say nothing about that. I ain't gonna say nothing
Boy, in high school talking
about that.
Which is very wrong. Absolutely wrong. Totally wrong. God awful wrong.
Not too good.
But yeah, but that kid that shot is there. That's pretty. The kid that shot is there. I was reading. What's up with them kids? Look, big shout out to Cincinnati, Ohio. What's up with your kids out there, real? Because I only hear about kids from Cincinnati, Ohio doing some. I'm just saying though. I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying? So, but I cannot do dating apps. I can't. You know what I'm saying? I cannot do that. But Mr. Clem is all about love, and I know some of y'all love to be in love. So we're gonna keep the love going for y'all. You know what I'm saying? Keep all the spark going. You know what I'm saying? So, and like I said again, if you don't want to get cheated on, if you're in a relationship and you don't have no spark into your relationship, then I think you need to get out of it for real, because you are going to get hurt or disappointed. I'm just saying. But anyway, I was going to talk about some things for the summer, because everybody keeps on asking me about all these dating apps and all that stuff. No, I have never been to one. No, I don't know how to operate one. I think I suck at doing anything, what I'm saying, to manipulate, keyboarding or whatever it is. I don't know. Anyway, but all I know is if I see you at the club, I sure will say what's up, you know what I'm saying? Or if I see you in the mall, that was back in the day, all the time, mall, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the mall, although they might trying to shut down a couple of malls out here, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, you know what I'm saying? It's always good to meet some people at the mall, so nice, good people at the mall. Yes. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not gonna say because I used to. No, I used to go to the mall. I used to be shy too. Going to the mall.
Go to the flea market.
Yeah, I used to be shy. Oh, the flea market.
Flea market. Shopping's a farmer's market.
Don't say like that. What about the swap meet?
Swap meet, flea market, farmer's market. Like on a Saturday, on the weekends, a lot of people are out and about running Saturday errands. So yeah.
Everybody, but I'm here today, then tomorrow I gotta work.
No, I'm just saying people that want to meet people, that want to they meet people. Like if you're going out and get your fresh flowers and fruits and veggies at the farmer's market, you never know who you might run into.
Never know, never know. Yes. Viva Mexico. Yes. Okay, this one says something about 5 signs your summer relationship will last past Labor Day.
Where are you on?
Some stuff I'm reading here. I was like, wow. And then he gives me 5 things.
That's called a fling. It ain't gonna last past Labor Day. That's a fling. Summer fling.
Yeah, summer fling. That's what that is.
Yeah.
I think there don't be a lot of summer fling because everybody seems to be single. So I think that should be a good one.
Because you got the city girls and the city boys.
Oh, you know what? That shall be talked about most definitely. Yes, indeed. I shall talk about that most definitely because you already know. Yes, because I gotta talk about that. I gotta talk about that. And and there's a lot of single women in 2021. You know that. So,
in 2022.
I mean, actually, I'm in 2022. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm saying since 2021, coming to 2022 right now. Yes, we have a whole lot. Yes, we do have a whole lot. So I'm just gonna say, but I think they're gonna give that boy, probably life. I think they're gonna give him life.
He's in New York State, so they're gonna get they don't have death penalty, so the highest they'll get life without parole. They'll probably get like some double life. Some double.
Hey.
The DA is a real tough guy right now, and he want to throw the book out. So.
Yeah, but
they call him Billy Badass.
You're not going to. I don't know. I mean, they're gonna bring all that stuff.
Because he got indicted already. The indictment was 2 years old.
Really? Yeah, and I think.
Oh, they going to process.
That's just pretty fast.
I told about New York State when they want they get you out the way. That's one thing about they will get a case. You don't want to get a case on that thing. You don't get a case nowhere in the world, but just speaking from like what I've seen people go through the course of New York State is just
No, I mean, but I don't know. I just hope that.
And I hope they charge them for having a gun, and I hope they get charged for every bullet.
Yeah, man, that's what I'm
saying.
saying.
Extra time with the bullets.
Like, man, like straight up, like, man, if they try to like tell this boy he oh well, he got this, he got that, I'm like, no, I think they should be doing the same thing with everyone that shoots someone in the leg, or I think and they just give him like, a slap in the wrist. I don't know, but that was. I see the demeanor of his behavior in the court. And I was watching his demeanor the whole. I was like, wow, you were prepared for that. No remorse. He was like prepared for that. You know what I'm saying? I'm so prepared.
Just pure evil. That's what evil looks like in flesh. Just like him.
Like just. Ooh.
But I want to let me get back because to me this exposed the plight of Buffalo and the plight of the east side of Buffalo. Because now that area it was already a food desert, but it's a super food desert now. Because now that the store is closed, people have to be shuttled to other grocery stores around the city. Yeah, they have like shuttle buses. Because the reason why I'll talk about it later, but the reason why they put that store in that community is because there's a lot of elderly. That's why a lot of elderly people is shot.
Yeah.
And you can walk to it. For a lot of people, they can walk to it. But not everybody got a car. There's a lot of cars, but not everybody got a car.
Man, that's what I said. Like, if that was the hood, that boy,
It was good. If it was, it is the hood. That is I'm gonna talk about that.
Hey, but is it like the hood? But is it like the hood? But it's like more of a.
No, it's the hood. It's the hood. It's low income. The average, they did a study the other day. Like the average income is like basically 20,000 per household. Maybe and lower. A lot of people don't know.
Wow.
I come from this.
Yeah, you all going to educate us about that because this is very interesting.
I'm gonna talk about it if I can. I won't take up too much of your time.
Oh no.
I want to talk about the segregation of the city.
Yes, the racism part of it. Yeah, because
if you saw the video I put on my Instagram yesterday, did you see I put my post?
No, I can't. I've been on Instagram since Thursday.
Play up.
But I'm going out.
Play a clip of that. I'll pull it up.
Oh wait, hold on, y'all gonna do this? Y'all gonna do this? I better. Hold on. Hold on, wait a minute. Talking about him?
Yeah, that's our street. They work at the Tesla plant out there. Because, like I said, if I came to this store and I didn't have enough money, I was sure to come
That's cool. That is cool.
That's where I come from, bro.
That's stuff like that. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that. We'll talk about that. Yes. Yaga. Y'all already know how we do, man. We'll play some jam for y'all, man. Big shout out to Karihuchi Teletapia, Mr. Nice Patriot Advisor, Rex T. Don't Go, Becky Slow Mo, Asake featuring Burna Boy, Zumba, that was a remix, and Lontonio, Wild featuring Amber Lulu. Yeah, Lontonio, you know, yes. She was here, man, a couple years ago, man. Big shout out to Lontonio for showing love, and she's been making moves out there. And my mic needs to come down. Yes, indeed. Yes, yeah. I'm about to put my mic down right now, most definitely. So before we were just talking about the Buffalo mass shooting situation. I have Lady T. Most definitely, you can check her out every Sunday. Most definitely, don't disturb this group at 4 p.m. Most definitely, KRDP or listen to KRDP.com and 5 p.m. on Thursdays.
90.7 FM.
FM. Yes, indeed. It's live. All the R&B, smooth operating, everything like this, all the Sades and everything. You already know, man. Smooth operating. Grown folks on. Yes, indeed. That's it. That's it. All right. But before we jump on this, man, I want to give a big shout out to Alcoholic Anonymous. This announcement on KRDP is brought to you by the Public Information Committee of Alcoholic Anonymous, providing a 12-step program to 12 recovery from alcoholism. For information at 480-834-9033 or 88mesa az.org. And that's Alcoholic Anonymous. Big shout out to Alcoholic Anonymous for showing love and support. Yeah, KRDP and the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. Yes, indeed. Now, before we even jump on the continuous segments, I know that you were mentioning some great information that I never really realized about Buffalo, New York. And I was actually watching a video earlier about the environment. Yeah. And for those out there who probably don't understand, and for all my Africans out there who are wondering about Black America, if Black America is everywhere is the same, and from this video that I just witnessed, it seems to be different. It seems as a community atmosphere. Would you please elaborate or educate most of us out there what I just witnessed or what I just watch right now? Because the assumption seems to be so out there. You know what I'm saying?
So the video you just saw is about a group of people that's from Buffalo. They came over to the site where the shooting took place. They were across the street from the grocery store, and they work at. There's a Tesla plant out in Buffalo, Tesla car company, and they took time off from their job. Like the gentleman was saying, like they had to deal with pushback from their management about coming to the site to show their love and support. And what they was breaking down is that the slogan of Buffalo is "City of Good Neighbors."
Yes,
that's the slogan of the city. But what they was expressing was that and within the community of the East Side, that's the City of Good Neighbors. But when you go to South Buffalo, when you go to Williamsville, when you go to Blaisdell, maybe even Amherst, these are different like suburban towns and stuff outside of the city of Buffalo. And South Buffalo is south side of Buffalo. Because Buffalo is segregated. So you got East Side is African American, West Side is Hispanic. North Buffalo is Caucasian, like maybe from like middle to upper class. And then South Buffalo, from what I remember, is lower class, maybe upper class. If I got it wrong to my Buffalo people, I'm so sorry, but that's what I remember from here. I was just there last year, so it's segregated.
I'm learning.
And that community that was affected, Jefferson Avenue, low income area. That's like you asked me, is that the hood? Yeah. That's the hood.
Okay.
Where I lived at French and Moselle, the hood.
All right. Shout out to the hood out there. Shout out to Jefferson Hood out there. Most definitely.
So that's the east side, and that's like low income area.
So east side is pretty much African Americans. West side is Hispanic.
Yeah.
North is Caucasians.
And south is all Caucasian.
Caucasians. Oh
Yeah.
wow. So look at the north and the south.
Yeah.
Oh, very interesting. Educated. I should say.
And by the store being, like I was explaining to Mr. Queen Beaver, by the store being shut down, not everybody has a vehicle. So they have where people can shuttle to different, either to the other top stores, or they got to get shipped to over to Wegmans or go out to Walgreens. And it's not like, out here in Phoenix is Walmart. Target right there. Walgreens right there. Fries everywhere. Everywhere. It's not like that in Buffalo.
Okay.
It's not like that.
Wow.
Because I remember when I was growing up, the top friendly market I went to was on Genesee Street. Then they shut that down and they opened up the one on Jefferson in 2003.
Okay.
So they wanted something that was a little bit more inwards of the east side. And that's like the hub. That was like the hub. Like when I would go back home to Buffalo, I would go to that top, same store. Because my sister used to live down the street. She just moved away about 3 weeks ago at this point now. That was her neighborhood store.
So,
yeah.
Interesting. Yeah. So there's not, so pretty much the stores are not like Walmart, Safeway.
Like you go to Walmart, you're gonna drive a minute. The Walmart I know about there is in Cheektowaga.
That's crazy though. Wow. I didn't realize.
Yeah, like
very segregated. See, and that's the thing too. It's like
redlining. That's a whole nother history that I'm not too articulate to expound on, but redlining plays a part in that. And redlining is what helped that I really want to curse, but I can't.
Oh,
that sick gentleman that did that sick individual that did what he did. Because what he did was set online and he studied the population of Buffalo, studied the zip codes, who has the highest what. And that's how he figured to go to that store. Wow. To that particular store on Jefferson Avenue.
Wow. See, those are things that historically people don't even realize.
Redlining is real, and I come from a city that redlining has impact. So when I say, like when you talk about different things about the laws and stuff, and it's not that I'm brushing you off, it's that I know because I've been seeing this in all
I mean, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's crazy too. And,
like racism and stuff, like what people do, racist stuff that goes on in this world.
I mean, I'm
not desensitized to it. I'm not shocked by it. It's just when you come from a place that has segregation within the city.
But I mean, that to me, it's like racism. I mean, I know I'm not here to say that racism will go away or it's going to change, but it's just that we are in 2022 and the world is changing. I mean, I understand.
And there's some people can't handle that.
Yeah, and there's a few of change. Like I think I was making a joke.
That's why he did what he did because it's called the Great Replacement Theory, where they feel like minorities, people from the community of LGBTQ gonna take over and different things. That's why they're against abortion. Yeah, I'm not trying to get too deep into that.
Oh, I understand.
But I'm just saying the Roe versus Wade look
really
that plays a part in the psyche of what's going on with some of these people in this country.
And that's crazy though. That is just insane.
So like look up I encourage you out there, look up Great Replacement Theory, please. Great Replacement Theory, y'all.
Yeah. I'm just saying. Now,
that's the white supremacist code book.
I mean, I know before I let you go, I have to tell you because there's an Ohio 8th grader who shot his dad.
I heard about that.
During an argument about when he should go to bed. Now this was in Forest Park, Cincinnati. Now supposedly that happened on Wednesday. It's a 15-year-old. They didn't name his kid, but his dad is 45, and he shot his dad in the stomach because his dad told him
to go to bed.
To go to bed. Now, I was gonna come out here and start acting, like Birdman, put some respect on your daddy's name, put some respect on Uncle Murray. You know what I'm saying?
I heard the story. How do you get access to
the gun?
See, that's the thing we were talking about. Like,
Why?
The access to guns is another thing that we need to talk about. Because he's 8 years old.
Oh, he's 15.
15, I'll tell you that.
15, 8th grader.
8th grader.
He's an
oh,
8th grader.
8th grader. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah, but I think
but still, why did he have access to the gun?
I don't know, but why we even did that? How come you don't have lock safe locks or something like this? And why even have guns? I mean, I understand to protect the children.
They have lock boxes for guns.
Yeah, but you know, sometimes I know people just want to like just go on there and payload really quick.
Which I think is insane because if you pull that trigger from under your pillow, that's it.
But a 15, but to me, it wasn't really the fact that the kid shot his dad because you know, of course, you know, you got kids out there who are doing worse things these days. It's the fact that I realize nowadays some of those kids who are growing up, especially this, is that Z generation or Generation Z, seems not to, you know, they seem to lack of respectability when it comes to, you know, societal, when it comes to like, even the elders. Like, I mean, I literally have to, you know, step up to some kids, and I know that, you know, the way I grew up, the way we grew up, you know, is totally different because of the technology and everything like that.
Well, I mean, I know I'm not excusing what never did that, but they need to have examples too.
Yeah, and but what is it?
That's what I'm saying. No. What I'm saying, they need to have better example for the adults in their life.
Yes.
That plays a part too.
And to me, I believe that even with the father, even if the father, you know, was shot, and they might trying to have his sons, get in trouble. But to me, it's like, what did he do? Like, to me, it's like it always comes to the adults. I always feel that whether or not the kids was disrespectful, because I learned that from my mom, from my peers, from the elder in my family, and those I grew up with. That it takes, in order for you to to gain respect, you have to earn it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you have to show your examples. Have to show
it. See it.
Exactly. Yes.
You have to see it.
Exactly.
Like how we grew up, because we had people around us that carried themselves a certain way.
Yes.
That plays part.
Yes. And that right there is like my mom, she would be professional. My uncles would look very professional. I mean, they would be suit up, shirt. I mean, even if it's like 110 degrees, but it's still gonna look like a JQ, like going to some modern fashion, something like this. And I'm like, wow. But it was just the simple fact that it wasn't like the fact that they had a job. It was just how they exemplified their character. Like I've never seen the male in my family, doing in your home to physically to my aunties or any woman out there. Right. And things like this that I cherish. I look up to, and I know some people might take it for granted because they might say, "Oh well, you know what? This is how I grew up, and this how that's how I grew up." Blah 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 blah. To me, it's like I know even though you grew up in a poor environment, but there were common sense back in the 70s, and I believe we were the last generation to play the playground. That's a joke. That's a joke. But to me, it was like, I've seen parents like that's why I miss those those malls where kids would go to all those game stores and start playing, because now I see some of those children
arcades, baby.
Arcades, that's what I'm saying, arcades. Yeah. Now you see kids with YouTube, watching all those. Like, I'm like, what kind of show is this?
I be seeing like the 10 and 12-year-old influencers on YouTube.
I mean, 10 and 12 years old.
That are influencers.
That's getting paid from
they get banked.
Oh my God. I mean, I don't know. Like, this is just like, I mean, maybe I'm
not mad at that. Like the ones that make that got a good.
Hey, I mean,
I'm not mad at that. Their parents. I'm not mad at that.
They're gonna make sure that they put that money in that savings account. You know what I'm saying? Put it on the side right there. But all I'm saying is, kids, respect your elders. Yeah. Respect your parents. Put some respect in the name.
Or that.
Or mama's, man, you got shit. Oh my God! I was like, what? Daddy, what did you do? You just got the bells. Dude. Bang, 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 like that. Those kids, they can be holding sometimes. That's why I'm like, man, gangsters. But anyway, we are going to play some more music, man, because when I get back, I'm going to elaborate on the 5 signs your summer relationship will last past Labor Day. Yes, indeed. Oh yes, you know, Essence always give you the essence of
my
life.
mom had subscription. Yeah, I know about
You know what I'm saying? And man, you know, when they have them books and magazine back in the day, when you can read it, you know what I'm saying, see them pictures of all them stars. Oh, that's what I'm saying, man. Y'all already know. Listen to Clean B, Lady T. Don't disturb this groove. Sundays 4 p.m. Yes, indeed, and Thursdays 5 p.m. Live via 90.7 FM to the East Valley, y'all. We'll be right back.
KRDP, baby.
Yeah, Yaggah. Woo, woo.
Oh, yeah, might come hijacking your show, did you? They might come hijacking your show, did you?
No,
I heard you talk, but I had to chime in.
yeah. I could have figured a song was gonna come in. And you know, I was like, oh,
Yeah, I'm
hey, 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 hey.
promote your beat.
Huh?
Promote your beat. Promote your beat.
Hey, that's my beat. Hey, that's my beat, but I don't want to say that's my beat. You know what I'm saying? Safari sound. You know what I'm saying? Groove was definitely. You know what I'm saying? That's how we roll. That's how we roll. You know what I'm saying? That's how we roll right now. So I'm just saying. So far as sound beat, you get some beatsmiths on fresh beats. Let us know. We are live and direct. Yes, indeed. This is the Yaggah Movement Radiocast right now. So.
Yes.
What we got?
You know it. I'm good. I'm checking for good. There go cheeseburger. Yep. Cheeseburger and the meat is up there. So, brother Trainer. Fabrice trying to wave at you.
I'm alive. Yes. Man. Lost my goddamn prescription. Hey, man. Oh, no. Look at him. Because I was there. So what they did was, I was there for 6 o'clock. So I think one of the clients probably fucking threw it away. Because he was in the office. And you know, and I cannot leave the medication. So I have to put it on. But there's this one particular thing that just came in that literally just keeps on grabbing stuff up left and right. So he just probably took my stuff away. So I was tripping. I was tripping just wait. I went to bed right there. I was like, no. And then only that, I'm going there. There's a guy that's asking me to, and he was like, hey, you got a cigarette? And I'm looking at him, I was like, no. And this dude was like, I guess he was like, drunk or something like that. It was already been disturbing from the 911 drop off to the point that they kept him outside because he was trying to have an air figure in the damn emergency. I was like, what the? And then the dude is like coming up to me and call me a fag. Yeah. I was like, oh man. And you know, so I'm having anxiety. So my anxiety, everything, my head is like, you know, I'm having a headache and stuff like that. They give me a Tylenol. So I literally went to the cigar. I was like, guys, please.
That's what my granddad got there.
That's a phone. Is it still there? Building is gone. And see,
that's the thing that I hope that, because my brother is so annoyed with the mayor because he's letting the east side go to decay. When I go back home,
is the mayor, African American?
yes, it is. When I go back home,
That's why
I get sad. Sometimes I ride down the street of the airport.
That's when I ride. I mean, wow. Like stuff like this is.
See, that's what it looks like now. It's decay. Compared to black and white picture.
That's systematically on purpose. All of that right there is systematically
man. When crack, listen.
I can't.
Listen. Devastated down there. Devastated down there.
And
But
then just keep everything just flattening.
they annihilated. Like many communities like New York, Baltimore, Cleveland, Detroit, the South, parts of Texas, parts
There
of
was
Compton.
oh,
out here.
Watts,
But
man.
crackhead, it hit like an atomic bomb in America.
Man.
It is in the inner city of America.
I think Watts is one thing that kind of sad because when I moved in for the first time and I drove by Watts, and somebody showed me a picture of Watts back in the 60s and 70s. Different world. It was splendid. People were making money. It was like fashion, and then it's like, and then late 70s to like the whole Reagan year and stuff like this. Actually, that's still the Reagan year was the worst. I was like, oh, hell no.
You don't know about the history of Reagan and bringing these prices like crackhead?
It was just saying, you know. Yeah, was that what's that?
They had the front of Just Say No with the whole front.
When they bring it from what's that? Nicaragua from former President Noriega, like that guy. Like I was like, wow. And then I watched Narco. You know, all those actors are with them. So you tell me that they know about these people transporting the drugs, but they were just. And even with I remember with the Pablo Escobar, you know, not nice cartel though. Oh my God, Medellin cartel or whatever it is, the other cartel that was competing against Pablo Escobar. The CIA was working with them, and that's how they got to Pablo Escobar because they were like, okay, you know what, if you guys, you know, yeah. Hey man, you know it's the word, man. You know it's facts. It's on TV. I'm not just saying that. But but it was like right there. It was like you know they pretty much because they wanted him out of the picture. Like, okay, please let's protect us so we can go out there and go by. That's like, man. I know. I didn't know until when I lived in Tucson. And then that's what they were talking about, like the drug cartel and everything. I was like, oh, that's crazy. But then it seems like it was just them coming through. I was like, nah. How can I have access to a government, force? That means somebody got to work it. Everything was okay. And then you hear about who with the journal and stuff like this. Like, wow. But what can I say? But the CIA and not the FBI, but the CIA. And what's that one? What's the other agency? CIA and somebody else. But like some type of fair, but CIA they were heavy in that because and I realized that's the money that they use to flip, do this, get somebody bad, flip more. Let me stop right now because I think you're probably hearing right now. So let's talk about love in here. You know what I'm saying? Talk about governments, how they work. But we are not talking about. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we're talking about love in here, man. We're talking about love in here. Nothing but love. I guess Labor Day is when? September, huh? So that means June.
Memorial Day coming up this month.
That means June, July, August, September.
Memorial Day starts this month.
Hmm?
Memorial Day weekend starts this month on the 29th and 30th.
Yeah, but I'm talking about Labor Day.
No, I'm just saying summer flings.
Oh yeah,
they
yes.
go from Memorial Day till Labor Day.
Oh yeah, it's like from Memorial Day to Labor Day. All these right here, I think I'm gonna make y'all happy today. I guess I'm gonna make y'all happy, make y'all sensationally happy. Okay. Hey, ooh. You gotta get the vowel right. Okay, all right. Okay, all right. That's how we do it. Okay. Oh, that's that time right there. That's that time, y'all. That's that time. That's that time. You know, I got my access time. Yes, indeed. It's about the access moments. Yes, and you know, we got ladies in the building. Don't disturb this groove. Yes, indeed. Sundays, 4 p.m. Yes, indeed. And we also got Real Point coming up live and direct next after me. So y'all stay tuned. Y'all stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Y'all stay tuned because we're going to be on point at 4 p.m. live and direct via, yes, indeed, 90.7. And also listen to KRDB.com. Yes, indeed. I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. Ooh, man, we breathing, it's like a refresh, like a fresh breath air coming out, you know what I'm saying? Real nice and tender, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, yes, nice and tender. That's why I said nice and tender. But anyway, y'all heard it live, Mary J. Blige here with me, Emmanuel, for the music bridge of time.
She just got the Billboard Icon Award. Shout out to her.
Ooh, that's nice. Well, that's nice. Well, you know, she's
presented by it was presented to her by another icon, Janet Jackson.
Oh, ooh,
that's the only thing I saw from the Billboard Awards was that.
Man, I think Janet Jackson still look fine to me. She still look fine at 50. She's what, 50 years old?
She just turned 56.
Oh,
last weekend.
56. Ooh, 56.
Last weekend.
Ooh, happy birthday, Miss Jackson. Miss Jackson, if you're nasty, Miss Jackson. I'm just an innocent young man. I'm just an innocent young man, Miss Jackson. You know what I'm saying? I think there's like how many years apart. It doesn't matter. You're 56, you still look fine. Indeed. Speaking of fine, indeed, I want to jump in and let you know that one way listeners like you can support KLDP is by becoming one of our self-sustaining donors. Your financial gift supports the diverse programming here on KRDP. It also provides opportunities for youth, interns, and members of the Valley community to learn radio broadcasting and for the coverage of local arts, culture, and politics. And don't forget, your financial contribution is tax deductible. For more information, how to sign up to become a KRDP system donor, you can call 602-254-6636 or visit our website. Listen the number 2 KRDP.com. Click on the donate button on the top menu. We thank you for your generous support of KRDP, formerly known as Radiocast.org. Listen, oh man, fresh. This feels so fresh when you're saying that. Oh, nobody knows me. I'm just so fresh of things. Hey man, oh come on man, give me a shot of this one. Give me a shot of this one. You know what I'm saying? But Letty, I found out the 5 signs. You know what I'm saying? Your summer, my summer, everybody's summer relationship will last past Labor Day.
Oh, wait a minute. Horoscope signs?
It wasn't a horoscope sign. It was a sign of love. You know what I'm saying? Because horoscope sign, I don't trust them sign. You know what I'm saying? No. It's a sign of relationship. About how can the relationship can last. You know what I'm saying? I'm just
running this joint.
Oh God, Pisces and then Tauruses and Scorpios and
there's a lot of slander out there online too. It's just that we not bad people. It's just when you make us mad, we just watch out.
Oh my God, just watch out. Watch your back. Watch your back, y'all. Watch your back. Indeed. Now, I just found this one thing that's interesting that says that, you're planning events for the future. If you would like to use those spots, if you like to last your past labor, relationship. And this is what he says to me. He says, he gives an example where he mentioned about if your boo is making plans to spend Labor Day with you in time thereafter, it's safe to say that, they see you in the future. Meaning, if you make plans, if you make plans with your significant other past Labor Day, that means the relationship might last long. You mean past Labor Day. And I don't know, I was reading up, I was like, yeah, but people do plans.
So wait a minute. So are they saying You got the summertime situation, but what about cuffing season in the fall?
Exactly, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm
So
saying.
the cuffing season, like that's what October through February.
I mean, look, I slightly agree with that. But again, you know, somebody might do some other planning going on. But again, that's what they say. If you're planning even for the future. Now, the second one that I just found is you met Ben's family and friends. Ooh, that's actually very important right there. Because you know why? You know why? Hey, look, man, ladies, if you want to marry me, or if I shall marry you, I gotta meet your mama and your daddy and your uncle and your auntie, your grandmamas and your grand sisters and all everybody. Not the sisters, not the older sisters, but you know, them older sisters too. Maybe like watching them like a line like, so that's the guy, huh? Yeah. You better watch out for that guy, because you know what they say about them suckers right there. Yeah. Them sisters, man, I'm just saying, bro. They say if you would like your relationship to last past, never do. It's best that your baby meets, you know, the family and friends. And Brother Trey is in the building with her, and they ain't got nothing. Anyway,
It's called keeps. We got that out now.
man, you know what I'm saying? My hair on these people right there. I ain't gonna say nothing. We're on point 4 p.m. 4 p.m. We on number three. Now, there is a healthy amount of communication about your relationship, and I believe it's always good to have a healthy communication in your relationship. I believe that if you talk, and I believe to me, talk, it's not talking, you know, because you want to talk, but it also kind of like, you know, shows the other person who you are. You also not just expose, you know, your character, but also expose things that, you know, the other person thinks, or maybe their visions, or maybe, their future, preparation or endeavors, whatever they want to do.
Yeah.
Because, you know, a lot of times, you know, because I realize when people talk a lot, you know, I never paid attention to people talking until their truth or the was, oh, okay. So when you said that, when you said that you love me, you didn't say that you love me. You said that you love me at that moment until I did not make that open still, and then you start loving me. That right there was stupid. Communication is easy. I'm just saying. That's what I found. Because essence gave it to me. Essence gave it to me. That's what I said. Number 4. Yes, indeed. You have to survive your first argument. Yes, I hate argument, but I believe it takes 2 to make up. It takes 2 to break up. It also takes 2 to compromise.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? I believe that
communication is
it's key, because how can you not understand somebody else? You know, if you don't know their do's and don'ts. Especially as a man, you know, I have to know. Okay, what does she like? What she doesn't like? Because if I'm doing something she does not like, I'm gonna make sure I stay away from it. You know what I'm saying? Or if she doesn't like me saying this, or she doesn't like me hanging out with my homies, I'll make sure I will not do something to trigger her mind, or that Judy Harris psyche over there. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying Judy Harris. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying.
You bring up Judy Harris.
Man, I'm just saying, man. Hey, look, man, she was. Anyway, all I'm saying is, if you can survive your first argument with your lover, you know, with undercover, or with your significant other, you know what I'm saying? Anything can work out in the future. I mean, it can pass along the Labor Day relationship. I'm just saying, but some people, once they argue, after that, that's it. I'm saying that, like, one argument, you cannot tell them anything. It's like, oh, you know, what you say? Oh no, we're breaking up. Temporary relationship is not good. Right there. So I'm just saying.
The thing is people believe that people believe that relationships are extendable.
Exactly. Yeah. Oh well, Brother Trey. Short-term notice, Brother Trey. Short-term notice. That's what they say. Now, the last one right there is can I say sex on live, or can I say
sure?
Or can I say sex as in tainted relationship? Yes. You know, I'm trying to understand this part right here because, you know, well, this is what they're giving us right here. They're giving us this, right? The fact that your relationship has remained consistent, and you two have only gotten, you know, closer after being intimate is a strong indicator your relationship will last beyond the summer. Now, Well, that is true, but then again, you know, I mean, you know, we got some of those, you know, gigolo brothers out there. You know what I'm saying? And then we got the sisters out there. You know, and we also have the single people out there who are talking about side dudes or side chicks. I don't know if that's what it is. Oh, nice. Oh, wow. Oh, I forgot about that.
It's the city girl and the city boys is outside.
Oh, yeah. But then again, you know, and then, see, when I'm reading this, then folks are always complaining about why people always are getting outside their relationship and violate their trust physically. And I'm like, well, if you don't do your job right at home, then, or if you are so uptight with the, you know, with the intimacy, then what this was going to happen? She or he's going to get out and find out the food of their potential. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, but what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, what they say is, you know, it should bring the people closer into the relationship, which I believe intimacy is very significant. It's not just an investment of the body, but it is an investment of the soul. I mean, it's like your energy for like 15, 25, 35, 45 minutes, and then you gotta get. I'm just saying.
Intimacy is more than physical.
It's more than physical. Okay, bro. Okay, so physical, like mental, like what?
Let me tell you.
Okay, bro.
Here it is.
Yes.
When you look at the concept of intimacy, here it is. When I call you while I'm at work, and I let you know that I'm thinking about you.
Right.
And when I say, you know what, of all the things I've ever lost in my life, the thing I'd hate to lose most is you. That's intimacy. Okay. That's letting this person know where their grounds are, what foundation they are to you. Intimacy is the thing by touching her and making her feel you right there when you're 100 miles away. Oh, look, that's intimacy. That's letting there. That's like walking up to her from behind just before you're about to leave, and you say, "Oh, intimacy."
I'm gonna write this down because I need to take this study right here real quick. So yes, that's our game right there. That's our game right there, y'all. We on points coming up. I'm just saying we on points coming up. So you know, and relationship about to lay down the foundation of intimacy. Yes, indeed. For all you sexual chocolate thunderers out there. Yes, I'm just saying right now. I'm just saying, y'all. But anyway, we are going to let y'all come back next Saturday again. But don't go nowhere because We On Point is actually live and direct after the Yaggah Movement Radiocast. So stay tuned, live and direct. Don't go nowhere. And I want to say thanks for everybody out there who will join us, all the great comments and the support. And thanks for everyone out there for bringing common sense. And please don't forget to vote. Yes, go ahead. Yaggah.
I just want to send my love, my deepest support to my hometown, Buffalo.
Yeah.
Stay strong, Buffalo, and stay strong to the rest of the world. Global healing is what we need.
Yes, that's what we need. We need unity, we need global healing, we need fraternity, we need to come together and support each other as one. Support each other because that's what we need right now. That's all we got right now. From my black brothers, my Latino brothers, my Caucasian brothers, all over the world. Love y'all. Much love and support. Yaggah. We see you next Saturday. We On Point. Coming up next, live and direct via KRTP 90.7. The East Valley. Oh my good Lord. Woohoo. Yes.
Treatment plan first. If prevent or cure COVID, you will hear about it first in an ad or sales pitch. Second, talk with a healthcare professional before you try anything that claims.
I love this app right there. I love this app.
Third, get the latest information about COVID at CDC.gov, FDA.gov. If you think a supplement costs is more than the cure, tell the FTC and report fraud at FTC.gov. A message from the Federal Trade Commission.
Everybody in the car, let's go.
I miss
What are you gonna do first when we get there? Go for a hike? Sure. What about canoeing? Can we go canoeing too? I don't see how long does it take to get to the forest? It's not that far, sweetie.
And let's go right here, y'all.
Are we there yet? Yep.
Are we there yet?
All right.